Hello everyone, welcome to this Spring League from I think Asteria Sports and it's me on the guest index of course Shadix. Though we'll jump into our first match. We'll see five back-to-back action today, and this is a two-day grand final. So this is day one from Asteria Spring League. Maybe this is season one. So yeah, we'll straight away jump into our first match. The first match flight bet is moving from Sosnovka military base to shooting range. So yeah, let's see what the teams will jump, and we're gonna see some early fights. Though I think there are lots of teams, so might see some early fights for sure. And by looking the flight, that it's kind of western though. So yeah, the teams, if the zone have favored the flight path, so it might be good for the teams to jump, and in this kind of flight path, each and every team can easily go to their favorite drop places. But if any teams decided to move towards Pubg or Kamishki, so yeah, they need some vehicle support. Though the maximum drop locations are accessible from this flight path though, and let's see what the teams will go and where the first fight will happen. I think two teams are moving towards Pochinki. If I'm not wrong, that Pochinki's side, maybe you're gonna see some action though, and two teams have decided to jump inside Sosnovka military base island, and one team is inside the central area of Sosnovka military base, and other one is moving towards Novo. On the Primoz side, we see a team as well. On the query, we'll see a split from our team, but in that Judgepol northern area, we'll see two teams, and yeah, we might see some fights inside that area. Also, inside 7, we are seeing a team gliding, though there is a single or double. So, would like to see some fight, first fight for sure inside Pochinki, if I'm not wrong. And inside Rozok, we'll see our team already have landed. And the first blood drone, though, I think this is for AV. They are fighting. This is Spiky. He is there, though they have joined with 3-man roster. So it's a bit unfortunate for them that they have joined with 3-man. 4 aggressive vibes. If I'm not wrong, they are for AV, and after losing their first player, rest of the two would like to form up with each other, and then they can easily give some counter though. But this is for aggressive freight. He is AFK, so it's a good opportunity for rest of the teams. I mean, the opposite teams were just landed towards this Pochinki side, so they can definitely find the last player and can eliminate him. But this is another roster though. Fight situation is being created on Ferripia, if I'm not wrong, or farm area. I would like to say that definitely, but this is shop. If I'm not wrong, this is shop zone EU, and let's see what can they do. So Ash HZ Savage is here, though they have lost a player, got 2 elimination point, and fighting. But yeah, no player I think eliminated from them. But yeah, definitely they got 2 elimination point, and this is another roster SNT, so they can definitely feel some pressure. The push is on. Both the players have a bomb shotgun, but that player is eliminated from this team, and this is Ascenti, so let's see what can he do. And he is right now falling back from this Fadipia side, and he is solo. Would like to survive some more time, would like to spend some more time in this first match, though they don't want to eliminate early. That is why they have decided to fall back. I think it's a wise decision to fall back, though they will have another chance to fight back in this match with their solo man roster, and definitely can kill one or two player in the end zone. And this is their first match. No one wants to eliminate early without capturing any points, though that this is day one going on of this Asteria Spring League. And if you talk about the day two, we'll see 5 back-to-back more matches on day two also. So yeah, 10 match final. So each and every match is so important. So would like to see another fight. This is for aggressive vibes. Is still fighting. Spike is spotted. Is taken down in the last man. I think he is AFK, and Afraid is being spotted. So yeah, he might be eliminated soon. So yeah, this team got 2 elimination point in their backpack. This is another roster looking out, and they are KQ fan though. KQ fan 20 is here, and they are moving towards our YOLO team inside that northern side of Georgopol. And in this northern side of Georgopol, we might see some action as well, a 4v4 action, though the first knock has been provided. This is Afterlife. The one player is taken, the rest of the three need to form up and need to fight back though. Let's see can they do it or not. And the org user is also here. 20 gets down. So yeah, it's a counter though. 3 versus 3. The fight converted to. And the revival process is on. And the revive will be complete for sure. Yeah, the revive is complete of afterlife players. But yeah, that team KQ, they're also reviving the teammates. So again, it might convert to a 4v4, but right now, grenade. Lovely one from Afterlife, and another grenade has been throwing on. This is random though from AL, random 14. Let's see what can he do so, and he is right now rotating up, flanking, and wants to take a close proximity fight. But let's see, need some support. They have support, but right now finds a knock with a lovely reflex though with his pump shotgun, and the support arrived if I'm not wrong. And that fight might bring Afterlife some elimination point, but no elimination point yet. Back to back two knocks from them, and again the third player from Afterlife. He is trying his level best, though he needs some support. Lost a player already, got one elimination point, and right now trying to give some sneaky shots. Though got two elimination point, and let's see what can he do so from this Afterlife. Though this player is right now reviving his teammate random, right now doing the job, doing a rescue. But let's see what can this team K I think KQ, what can they do so? This is alive, I'm not wrong, he is still here. And the frustrated kid is on from Afterlife, and last man standing. And he need to do a clutch. I don't think so he'll get any chance. And the push is real. It's a 1v4 if I'm not wrong. This is Kallua who have done 1v4 to Afterlife. And Afterlife, they are eliminated from this match at hashtag 17. I think they got 2 or 3 elimination point. I think 2 elimination point. So yeah, a very good fight to watch. Right now, might see some more fights though, but the teams are right now moving with the circle. This is Asia mix. They wants to rotate as well. Unity Sports are also here, and Unity Sports they are moving as well. This is Guild, though in danger, was rotating. It's a rotational fight if I'm not wrong. They need some support. One of them, their teammate is taken down though. They wants to give some counter. They have given some counter though. This is Jane, and Jane they are losing players though. Got 2 knocks back to back. The rest of the 2 they would like to give some counter, and they are right now trying to do it so, moving from here and there. And let's see what is waiting for us in this site, though the rotational fight is on. Guild Sports, after reviving the teammate, they wants to attack, and they wants to convert those knock to eliminations. And the zone is moving towards the western part. If I'm not wrong, Gatka right now is the center. Let's see where the next zone will shrink. And the fight is going on that western route, western road, besides hospital. But right now, I'd like to see a Gatka centric zone, and it this zone have centralized the Gatka area, so we might see some more teams to move up towards Gatka. Though Gatka is kind of open, and there are so small compounds around inside Gatka, so might see so many teams would like to share same compounds. But right now, a tracing is on. This is SWM, and let's see what can they do secret way. If I'm not wrong, they are. So let's see what can they do. The fight is going off. If I'm not wrong, Unity Sports is here. They wants to rotate late, but they need to be careful because someone is lurking just besides them on that hillside. So they need to be careful before leaving this compound. And yeah, of course, secret way. They wants to make some secret way to rotate towards the circle, though, but they wants to engage a rotational fight. Another one going on, though the tracing is going on the vehicle of Unity Sports players. So yeah, no knocked out yet, but this is Badmash is ready from Unity Sports. Let's see what can they he do actually. And those team from those players from Secret, where they have just created a nade around this Unity Sports. Yeah, of course, if I'm not wrong, Unity Sports are being trapped from 2 or 3 different angle, and here comes the first knock. Nice one to see. So let's see, can they counter it? Not. Right now the fight is going on though. Let's see what can they do in this side. This is Teacher, if I'm not wrong. Yes, this is Teacher is right now rotating TRF. They are also here. TRF, and yeah, yet to take their first fight, but yeah, of course they are inside the circle, so they can easily capture some site. 404 is yeah one of the key team, and I have seen them to do some dominations in the recent days in this European region. And this is TRF, and Cyrex has been eliminated. Fruit, if I'm not wrong, FRW, they have just got their first elimination point. A nice one to see. So let's see what is waiting for us next. And this is Asteria Spring. They are okay. Asteria Spring. Day one is going on, guys. This is Guild Esports. They are rotating. One of their teammate is knock right now. He needs some support, but support will arrive soon if I'm not wrong. And he is trying his level best though. The player from this Asia mix, and they wants to engage as well, have to come a long way to capture the circle side. So let's see actually, can they counter it? Not right now. I think this Guild Sports needs some support as well after losing one player. Got I think 2 or 3 elimination point, but definitely that player, the key player, is being eliminated from their team. So yeah, it might be some problematic situation for Guild right now because they are really in open area. And let's see actually what can he do. And this is 404, the team I was talking about, and 404. I think they wants to play the first match in a good way, though Asia makes they're still holding. And again, Guild Esports, after losing one player to elimination, captured by them already and moving towards a safer zone, safer site to stay some more time, though they are sharing a single vehicle, rest of the 3 players from Guild. This is team, I think, Angry, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is team Angry. Sleepy is here, and this is Kazinho as well. Though this team Angry, no fight yet for them though, but they have a situation. They are staying just beside the team and yeah, taking their positions and ready to engage. This side, I'd like to welcome my brother Josh on the casting desk. So, Josh, how are you doing today?
Hey, what's going on, guys? So apparently we're watching the Asteria Spring League now. It's I think a European event, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just joined in. So let's see what's going on here. We can see that this circle has just closed here from the first circle. Now it's gone towards second circle. I think that's the second circle, if I'm not mistaken. Or this is the third circle, maybe. So yeah, it's a pretty huge shift from what we just saw. We can see all the teams out in the outside of circle. They'll have to rotate into this circle, and there'll definitely be some fights, I think, on the mountain area just south of Pochinki. And the 12 house region might also get very popular here amongst these teams. So right now, Team Angry, they hold the mountain currently, and I think they're thinking that it might not be a good spot to hold once the teams do rotate from the northern side. So I think that will be the first point. You can also see, I think, on the just the southwestern side, I think, of Pochinki, there might be a huge hill there as well. As we can see right now, fight is going on that hill that I just talked about as well. So yeah, we can see some nades flying here. This is Asteria Esports. They want to try and get some kills here right now. They have only one in their bag right now. Greasy has taken that one elimination. And yeah, they will definitely want some more in their bag. As we can see, MONASPA, they will try to take the rotation into the zone right now. One of their players just 100 meters away from the zone, but it's going to be really difficult because we can see Asteria, they are not making it possible for this team to rotate in the way they like. So it'll definitely be something that they have to try and work around, because right now they're not going to actually get into the zone. Maybe they'll have to do something as the zone pressures them, which we'll see in about 30 seconds from now. Stage 3 zone almost underway. We can see a beautiful spray there from the Scarlet. This is VNOC taking a knock here from Froze Wolves. They are also outside of the zone. They don't hold a decent position here at all. Since they got the first knock, they're kind of in a disadvantage right now, considering their position. Because right now we can see a male here. He's actually coming towards the enemies from this side. Actually, no, he was just trying to support his friend here with the revival process, and I think that has been completed successfully here. So no problems now for the Wolves, but they have to do something. We can see another team getting eliminated. So far, I think 3 teams have been eliminated from the lobby. So it's going to get pretty intense in just a bit here. We can see 12 houses having some action here. Guild Esports, they will try and do something from this side. But yeah, they have 1 knock as well as 2 eliminations right now. So this these couple of kills here on the 12 houses will look to do some benefit for them. I think in terms of their position, they hold a pretty decent spot here, 4th on the leaderboard. So yeah, Secret Way, I think they are not that far behind. I think 6th position. So yeah, I think that they will definitely fancy these kills here of Guild as well. They can definitely do some rotations in the points table, but as we can see outside of the zone, still fights still happening right now. We can see Job from yeah, 404 here in a bit of trouble, actually losing 1 player outside the zone. Still this 3-man roster now bought down to 2, and we can see that this is definitely the only fight happening outside the zone. Everyone sort of converging in. We can see that Pochinki Hill that I mentioned, yeah, it's gotten really jam-packed here, and I think that was some beautiful gameplay by TRF. They would win the fight there, and we can see the zone has shifted towards the 12 house region and that southern Pochinki Hill. So we'll definitely see some momentum going towards that side. You can see Frost Wolves, now they get eliminated. But yeah, Asteria Spring League, ladies and gentlemen, day number 1 you're watching. And yeah, we can see that TRF, they will have to be comfortable with this position right now. It's the best they can get. This zone is really dense, guys. 46 alive, 14 teams remaining, and we're now in the 17th minute of the match. Things will get really heated in just a bit now. We will definitely be looking for that right now. Guild Esports still not taken a fight yet. They still have 2 eliminations. They definitely want to bring that up a bit here against the Secret Way, as I mentioned. But so far, nothing happening. Everyone holding their positions. Everyone's trying to, you know, bring some pressure towards each other. We can see a generation of miracles. Gen, they have only 1 player remaining. 1 player get knocked out, but he's going to get revived here. No problem. They're brought back to 2 men, but it's going to be a bit of an issue when it comes to the next couple of zones here. We can see so far most of the teams they are up in manpower. They have at least 4 to 3 people in that team. We can see a couple of teams, especially the team on number 1 position. They have only 2-man roster. Then we can see further down as well, Gen and 404. They have only a 2-man roster as well. The rest, however, have more than a 3-man roster. But right now we can see Asia Mixed. They're gonna knock here. Vic with the beautiful spray there, and he gets the confirmation elimination as well. So this is going to be a problem here now. Asteria Esports, they are going to get the rush as well. Actually, I think they are the team who is rushing, because we can see Guild. Now they are in a bit of an issue here. 1 player getting knocked right now. There are 2 players remaining. This is Fault and his teammate trying to do something for the squad here, because TRF, they have rushed towards this side. The nades are flying from each other. And I think Secret Way, they're just watching this absolute domination happening in the other set of 6 here. Right now, we can see the zone has shifted towards the southern region. That's not a nice zone at all for all of these teams, because they are going to have to find themselves either in the open area or on a bit of the ridge here. There's actually nothing else that can support these teams. Maybe actually a secret way. They do have a couple of compounds that are still in the zone. Maybe they can use that to their advantage and try and snipe some of these kills here from the open land. But so far, not looking good for either one of these teams here. We just see the kill count just dropping rapidly. We just saw it at 34, down to 30, and now it's down to 27. Ladies and gentlemen, 9 teams still standing in this position, but will it be like that for much longer? We can see now 404, the last player standing here inside the water. Unfortunately, he has nothing left to do in this position. It's not going to be a decent scenario for him at all. But Asteria Esports, they have to find a way into the zone right now. I think they are going to be the team with the least advantage here. But if they can make the most of the fight that they have against Secret Way, they can definitely move in towards the zone as well. I don't think that they will have any issue giving a third party in this stage. Because right now they are in a bit of a tough spot as well. Guild here, I think they are getting the revive, the last player standing. And now we can see KODIAQ. We can see that they have acquired a place here in the ridges. I think that they had that before the zone actually shifted, because right now we can see that they are going to get a rush and the nade is going to be pulled here. 20 is actually going to take that elimination there, help out his teammate. And the 1v2 by this squad here has been completed. We can see Kalua up to 5 eliminations. So he's having a game right now. So yeah, definitely some more rushes coming towards this area, and it's still going to be this team over here, Angry now actually coming in, getting knocked here. Aspect, unfortunately, getting knocked out here, and 20 from KODIAQ. He's going to try and get some eliminations, but unfortunately, the rush came in from Team Angry at the correct time. And right now, the next zone is going to favor them. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Team Angry all the way here for the zone as well right now. But Guild Esports not going to worry about that. Fall to 444 is going to try and do some shots with the S12K, but unfortunately, it's not going to do him justice. Is here from Secret Way has taken that elimination. Unity Esports as well, you and Storm. Right now, he's going to be the only player that's not going to be made from Extreme Violence Clan. The nades are not coming towards his side, but right now I think he may get some damage towards the nade. Actually, he moved out of the way just in time to take that knock here with the DBS. He gets that elimination as well. So this Unity Clan actually making the best of it right now. He comes in with the DBS again and the support from close. That was a close fight there, almost close for Storm. He gets down to 1 HP, but the support was there from his teammates at just the right time. So now we're down to the last 4 teams here, 11 remaining. Whose game will it be? I said it may be Team Angry's here all the way, but that may be a different scenario here. Right now, a Secret Way, they actually do have the highest chances here of winning, but I think that may drop down just a bit here, 40% towards them. Team Angry getting 29 despite having this zone. We can see Unity, they have a 10% chance, and I think another team here as well, they also do have a decent chance. But right now, Teacher, the IGL Unity Esports right now, unfortunately, the Mirado is not going to do much justice here, loses all its health, and that's it gonna be. That's going to be it for Unity Esports here. Now we're down to the last 3 teams. Secret Way, Angry, and 404. They're going to be the last player teams standing here. And we can see Secret Way, they actually do have a decent advantage with the 3-man roster, but as well as Team Angry. So they're neck and neck in terms of the position and the percentage chance that they do have to win. And look at that. The player from 404, that is the last player standing. He's actually survived all this time in the water. So this is actually a crazy good strategy here that has come out from 4-4. They're going to take some placement points, definitely. But I think that he might be able to get more than that. May be able to get the second if either of these teams that are on the land becomes too impatient in this moment. It might just be something for Team Angry or Team 404 actually, if they were to get the second place spot. And right now, the patience has worn off for Team Angry. Unfortunately, Sleepy the guy with the most momentum here. He's going to get knocked out with 3 eliminations right now. Team Angry, they'll definitely look to take the kills of Secret Way. Will bring their elimination count up to 9, maybe up to 10 if 4 does a mistake here. But so far, I think Flexi has the highest advantage right now because of his, uh, I think his height advantage here. And look at those nades. It's going to confirm a kill here. Cows from a secret way, unfortunately getting knocked out of the nade, not at the right time. Now, Raze, he's going to try and take a nade. He gets some chip damage. If he does have another one, unfortunately, which he doesn't, he could have taken a knock here. But Raze is going to take the elimination of Sleepy. Aspect is going to come with the P90. It's kind of little in close range. Let's see what he's able to do. Another nade coming on. Aspect is able to get the knock here. Flex is going to be the last player standing, and Team Angry. Their impatience has actually made fortune here for them, and they are going to eliminate Secret Way. Ladies and gentlemen, 404, Creaky Boy from Team 404 is actually going to give the elimination, and Team Angry, they will take the winner chicken dinner. We saw the rotation. we have the match schedule here right now. It's going to be Erangel. We just saw that. And Team Angry is going to actually take the chicken dinner for that. But now we have the Miramar coming up next. And yeah, it's going to be game number 2 here. So yeah, let's see who will get the chicken dinner in the next Miramar match. Yeah, we can see Angry getting 20 total points. The next match is going to be a Miramar. That's going to be definitely a game changer match here. Right now, the most difficult map out of the 3 that we are playing. And yeah, so it's going to be me on the casting desk with Josh. We're going to take a small break here, get the players all lined up for the upcoming match, which is going to be Miramar. So yeah, we'll take a small break. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Now it's going to be match number 2 here. It's going to be Miramar, one of the most difficult maps in the map roster here we have lined up for you. It's the 8 by 8 map here. Absolutely phenomenal map because it's got all the terrain differences, all the type of buildings that we had. And it's going to be actually really interesting to see what these teams have in store for us. Who will take the chicken dinner on one of the hardest maps here? But let's see. Every team here comes out with a strategy specifically for Miramar, because it's not like your other regular maps. We got the plane path going in from a western to eastern direction here. We can see it ending off in a Porto side. And we can see the plane is going over Los Leones, so that might be a drop action. We can see some drop action here as well. So yeah, it's going from a west to east side. It's slightly tilting over to the south eastern side. So we can see El Pozo will come into play. We can see some teams definitely will go to El Pozo side, and as well as Los Leones. We can see some teams actually spreading out in that area. We can see some teams are also going up north towards the Hacienda side as well as San Martin. We can see actually another team going towards that area. So yeah, actually, we can see the first zone presents itself pretty early on, and we have it on the western side of the map, completely disregarding the eastern side. It's going to actually be quite central, so actually no advantage given to the north or south side, despite the fact that it actually cuts off the entire southern island there. So no advantage for the teams that goes there, but no one there as well. So we can see Los Leones. It's very rare that we see the starting circle not support Los Leones, but actually we can see one team here, Sinister. They have gotten an elimination really, really early. Universal, they just got an elimination straight up, I think. Oh no, I think it was a knock and a finish there. You can see, yeah, Los Leones pretty packed here. You can see Secret Way. They came top three last match. They have some fighting to do against this team here in Impala's side. I think this is Unity Esports here that they have taken a drop clash against. You can see SW, they will take the first knock here. Storm from Unity Esports, he's going to get knocked out. And that's going to be quite a big disadvantage in a drop clash, because we can see how fast Secret Way will converge on that knock. And it's going to pressure them so much that the second knock is going to come right now in the IGL here. Teacher IGL has gone, unfortunately, got knocked out here and has been eliminated really quickly. So now it's down to two-man scenario for Unity, as Flex confirms Storm here. And right now it's down to Mookie and his teammate to do something here against... actually, no, it's down to Badmash and Close to do something against Secret Way here, because right now they have two eliminations in the back. And they're going to have all the momentum coming their way. So it's going to be a bit difficult for them. We can see, I think Cloud has taken a... sorry, not Cloud, I think it was Close. Just taken the vehicle here and trying to do a rotation. But as we can see now, Montenovo, not much different to Los Leones' side. It's pretty packed here as well. You can see Afterlife and Random 14. He has got a Scarel and he's trying to scope out the enemies. But if he exposes himself too much, we can see that the two players on that side might actually try and take a knock here. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But we can see Froze Wolves as well. They are going to be in the Montenovo side. We can see some fighting happening as well. I saw some damage coming out from some of these teams in the Montenovo side. So all the teams actually converging on each other. This is Asia Mix, who is the light green team, and they have taken one elimination. And Elementrix, I think that's what he's going for. He is actually going to be the only person with a kill right now. And we can see two of his teammates actually in the vehicle. And I think it's a pretty smart play here, because we can see a player from Frost Wolves as well. They have secured a vehicle. It's going to be really important as well, because Montenovo, I don't think it's a very easy place to escape on foot here. But I think something is made possible by the mountain that is on the southern side of the city. And I think Asia Mix, one of their players, will have the advantage there. So I think it's going to be a big advantage. Whoever holds that mountain there is going to have a nice little angle on everything that's happening in the Montenovo side. So third parties or even just support for the fight that they're in are definitely going to be something that Asia Mix can do here. Well, we'll move on to Pochinki now. One of the big hot drops here. We can see the winners of our last match, Team Angry. They have come towards this side, so I get it that they're very hot drop type people, but no one actually has hot drop. They're actually at 0 eliminations. So yeah, no action for them in Pecado. Will we see that happening in the last match? It's going to be a Miramar as well. So we have another Sanhok, another Erangel, and actually not another Sanhok, the only Sanhok, and another Erangel and another Miramar just after this. So yeah, we have five matches coming to you in this Asteria Spring League day number 1. So we have more days. And yeah, it's going to be 5 matches for day number 1. As we can see, Guild Esports, I think they got some advantage in the previous match. They definitely took a lot of fights in the 12 houses. So I think that they will definitely need to bring that experience of the gunfights that they have, not be scared to take gunfight in this Miramar map, because it's definitely going to be harder to farm kills, because one thing is the amount of hill glitches on this map is also very annoying for some of these players here. So I think that taking kills in this map is a lot harder than the other two maps, because we all know how much of a kill feast map Sanhok is, and Erangel is just such an all-round map. It doesn't have that many hill glitches, so it won't be exploited here. But Miramar, however, because look at this, we can see a shop zone here. EU have taken the high ground, and it's just mountain like these that make Miramar such a difficult map to play. Because I love watching these like players on all of these all around the world. Actually, they play Miramar map with such strategy, different strategies here, and it's definitely exciting to see what all of these teams have up their sleeves. Here in this Miramar match, we can see a secret way they're going to actually take a fight right now outside of zone, and now they're up to 3 eliminations, so not a bad start for them at all. So, but they're actually going to have to make a move right now, because the first zone is actually going to uh, actually finish closing here. And look at that, it's gone towards the Montenova side. So advantage to all of the teams currently fighting there, but the rest, they will have to converge inside the zone somehow and take a position, because actually other than Montenova, it's just all hills and terrain imbalances that the teams will have to exploit. Not much actually, not actually much of a city there in terms of positions, but yeah, they're just stray compounds here and there. Maybe Ladrella, you can't consider it a city as much, because it's just a couple of compounds there, but they can definitely try and exploit that area as well. You can see the nade actually coming in. Ray's going to get damaged here quite a bit. We can see one player from Secret Way getting knocked, and here comes the second. Race is going to get knocked out as well. It's now down to the last two players from Secret Way to do something here. House, CR7 actually taking a beautiful knock there. What a reflection. And it's going to be DK here, DKS. They are going to take the winning fight against Secret Way, destroying their hopes in some points here, some more points for them in the Miramar match. Right now, I think they're going to be able to settle with, I think, the 3. Yeah, they only got the 3 here in this fight. So a perfect display of defense here from the Drunken Knights here. They were able to defend themselves perfectly, take the eliminations of Secret Way, and that's gonna actually maybe shift around the table here a bit, because we're still in day number 1. We're fresh into this Asteria Spring League, and there will definitely be some table changes really early on in the league. So yeah, we're watching match number 2. It's going to be a Miramar, one of the most difficult maps here for teams to strategize and play. Because right now we can see 404. They're actually going to try and take their first eliminations in this league, and they're going to blow up the buggy. So yeah, I think that Ganesh will be much happy to get the first eliminations. We can see a Sniper with the VSS took some damage there. FRW getting eliminated. So yeah, unfortunately for them, I think they were in the Montenova side, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think they were able to get some nice little elimination points here, but it's not going to be over yet. It's actually going to be 404 from this side as well. 404 not found. They're going to be fighting against Asia Mix here that took the eliminations of FNWs here. And yeah, they're going to actually take a fight right now. We can see the last two players from 404 not found trying to do a fight here. Danis is going to try his best to do something here, but unfortunately, he's going to get knocked out by the pump shotgun. And it's going to be Sniper. He is going to make a getaway. So this is just the same strategy unless he's going to get eliminated from Asia Mix here, which I think he is not going to. Yeah, he's gonna actually go for the survival like we saw in the previous match, and it's actually going to be really interesting. So if the whole team has unfortunately been eliminated, it's always up to the last player standing to take some survival points, but it's not going to be made possible. Look at that, Afterlife going to spot the 404 last player standing here, and it's gonna be actually the first elimination point that they pick up Chubbs with Chubos actually with the spot and the elimination. He is going to take that one pretty easily here. 404 not found. Unfortunately, couldn't repeat the same strategy as they did the last match. But now moving our focus on to KODIAQ. They are in a fight as well, and right now I think one player has been knocked here. And yeah, let's see what they'll be able to do. They're able to take some decent points in the Erangel match. KODIAQ, let's see where they're at. They're fifth in the rankings right now. So they will definitely look to try and take this match here, definitely. But if you talk about TRF Hell Legends, they're actually going to be the ones in this fight right now against KODIAQ, and they will want to keep the pressure as much as possible. They will try and pressure them with all the nades that they have right now. We can see the support player has been found out by Bobby from this side. He's going to take some chip damage here. Fan 20 can take some chip damage, but he is going to look towards that side as well. Right now he's looking with the Glacier M416. He's going to try and take some shots off at that side, but he has to reload unfortunately, and the zone is going to shift way to the west again. So it looks like Montenova is not going to be in the proximity here at all, and looks like many major cities now have been taken out of the equation. It's just going to be terrain differences and a couple of stray compounds and shacks that are going to be the solid cover here for most of the teams. So that's definitely going to be really interesting, and that's what Miramar is all about. The terrain imbalances, the singular shacks, the weird compounds, and the way that they have laid it out is what Miramar is all about, and what a perfect start actually to the Miramar matches we have in store for you. We have another one lined up, I think, in quite a bit here. We have another 3 more matches to go after this one. But the Asteria Spring League, what a way to start off the Miramar matches. And right now we can see all the teams, they are going to converge. MONASPA, they will actually want to take a position really quickly in this zone as well. I think they have found it in one of the few compounds that are in this zone. So I think that they will be happy with holding a position here, unless that stage 3 zone actually shift and goes. Otherwise, then they'll have to rotate yet again. So yeah, I think they're going to actually settle with this compound here that we can see. But yeah, I think they're going to go for a split here as well, just so that, you know, all angles from this compound are covered. But we can see actually TRF Hell Legends, actually, they are on this side as well. Inside the zone, but they do have a problem still in terms of KODIAQ. They are definitely holding their position still, but we can see some fighting happening over here, and it's Venom. He's gonna get knocked out, unfortunately. I think this Asia Mix trying to do something here. This Vic with the Mini 14. He's gonna try and chip some damage off this MONASPA side actually, and it's going to be the revive. He's going to actually take the revive here, no problem. And right now we can see a player from TRF. He's going to take some shots with the M416 red dot there, and that's going to be at least 200 meter spray. So really nice shots off there with the M4 red dot. But you definitely have to find a scope there if you want some more accurate shots. If yeah, like Guild Esports right now, we can see they've taken a 1v3 player, first player, and it's going to be Shop Zone EU that is going to have some advantage as well. Extreme Violence Clan, they are going to still patrol the Montenegro side. They're not letting go of the only city that is inside the zone right now. We can see the stage 3 zone is going to actually be done with in about 25 seconds. You can see that Asteria Esports, the host for the Spring League, they have joined with only 3-man roster, which is really unfortunate considering the momentum that they will lose right now. You can see that Elementrix, he is going to be on the very high ground here, and it's actually going to be a way outside of the zone maybe. It looks like that, unless he actually does get the zone. He does. Look at that. The zone is actually going to shift away from the western side for the first time, and it's going to go a bit northern and a bit towards the Montenegro side. So the teams that are still patrolling Montenegro don't have to go through as much of a long rotation. I don't think most of these teams actually do have to go for a long rotation here. It's just the fact that the western side, that mountain, which is actually outside of the map, it's not part of a Miramar. I don't think players can patrol that region without there being a barrier or something. So it's exactly how much closer that they are to the western side. But yeah, actually talking about that, it's not going to be, it's actually going to be the biggest shift from that side. So most of these teams, they might not need to move into zone, use a lot of vehicle power and vehicle advantage to move into zone. But I think Sinister, I think they have to move into the zone quite a bit because they are not happy with their position right now. We can see Badmash, he's going to try and keep his position. Unity Esports is the last player standing. We saw that a player from Sinister, I think, was not able to make the last player standing here. Right now we can see Elementrix, he's still on the high ground here. So he's not letting the advantage go at all in this position. Going to be generation of miracles that are going to take this compound, but it's not going to be inside the zone. It's going to be a bit of a problem here since they have to rotate, and now they have a team that is on the high ground, giving them so much trouble. As we can see, Sinister as well, they have begun to do. This is the last place standing, I think, from Sinister. And they're going to copy the flow of Asia here and Guild Esports as well, because they have taken 6 eliminations. They have momentum. Why not try out taking some of this high ground and working with it? It's going to be a bit of a nice strategy here. But we can see Extreme Violence Clan, they are unfortunately outside of this zone, and they will want to converge into this area. Drunk Knights, they have a 1v3. AUG has a 1v3. Right now, Sasuke is actually going to be outside the zone. We have Mahdi. He's going to get knocked out here from beautiful spray right now. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that zone. It is going to be 33 remaining, 11 teams as well. And it's going to be a rush from Extreme Violence Clan. This Adnan from Extreme Violence Clan. He's going to rush in with the DBS. It looks like he will not make the guy behind him. He actually does react quite in time, and he's able to get the knockout. But look at that zone. It's not going to help him one bit. But the eliminations come out as well. So it's the Extreme Violence Clan. He's going to take the eliminations. But look at that zone, ladies and gentlemen. It went towards the northern side once, but the rest of the times it went towards the western side. And why not go to the western side one more time here? It's going to be the teams on this mountain region that might have the advantage in this game here. So let's see what they will be able to do. Will they be able to pick a couple of kills off the road here? Or will it be a zone shift that can change the course of the game? Because all they have to do, all the zone has to do is just shift away from this high ground. And it will cause some problems surely for teams like Asia Mix right now. There's only one player left, I think, on the mountain area. So we'll see if that does come in play, whether he will be the only player standing. and will he be the only player to take more advantage? But right now we can see Guild Esports, they got one player as well, but it's really, I think Asia mix that can take some advantage from this area because most of the teams are rotating in their line of sight. So it might definitely be something that they can take advantage of. We can see XVC, they get eliminated, and it's going to be the final 9 teams in this match number 2, the first Miramar match in the Asteria Spring League, and it's going to be really, really exciting to see who will take the chicken dinner in this position. Afterlife, they are definitely contenders, but with a 3-man roster and low eliminations, will they be able to capitalize on what they have? And we can see the zone is actually going to close in about 25 seconds from now. It's going to be a spray here from Asteria Esports, the Greasy. He's going to try and take some eliminations, but unfortunately not able to capitalize. And Shinra from TRF uh, Hell Legends, they are going to actually rotate in towards the zone. And look at that. The fight from Asia Mix is going to come in just a second. And the zone is going to bleed out most of these players. And look at that guild. Actually do have an advantage here in the zone. The airdrop as well given towards that side. So, so I think that they will be sorted up on loot here. Level 3 armor they can replenish as well. A small set here. But right now, Guild Esports with the one on the mountain region. Still, look at that random 14. Almost made it into zone. Was almost able to make a play for Afterlife, but unfortunately wasn't able to do so. But it looks like now it's going to be the final 4 teams in this situation, and it looks like AMIX is going to have the most advantage. Despite Guild, they actually do have the zone and a 27% percent chance of winning as well. So it looks like GTR, he will want to collect some more eliminations from this side in the Miramar match before he is to come off that mountain ridge, because he is going to have to do so in just a bit. That ridge, unfortunately, cannot support him for much longer. He is going to have to move actually right about now, because the stage 6 zone is going to start to close. And right now is in MONASPA. He's going to take Sky. The knock is going to come out from Sky, and he's going to take some eliminations here as well. This is Shop Zone EU. They're going to have to converge into the zone, but it's not going to be really easy as well with the zone. They're going to take so much of damage, and it looks like MONASPA, they are actually going to be the victors of that fight. SHZ, they are going to get eliminated, and right now it's down to the last few teams here, Amix, Guild, and MNSP. Guild is going to take a knockout here with the UMP, and another knock is going to come out here. Evo Station is going to go down, and I think that it might be good luck for Asia Mix in the next match. This is Elementrix. He has 7 eliminations, so momentum is definitely on his side. He can definitely turn the tables here for Amix. Let's see what he can do. But so far, this is MONASPA. They are going to try and take some eliminations, but Elementrix, it looks like he has a full man roster on his side. He's playing like that definitely, and he has the utilities to look at that nade. He was low, but the first aid didn't come off in time, and that's going to eliminate them from the match. It's now MONASPA. It's a 2v2 scenario, but it looks like Sky is going to be the last player standing for MONASPA, and he's going to try and chuck a Molotov cocktail, trying to stop the rush for as fast as possible. He's going to take a knock. No, he isn't. He got him down to 1 HP, but Guild Esports held it to the final. 16 as well, MONASPA with 15, XVC with 10, Afterlife with 9, KODIAQ with 9, TRF with 8, Unity with 7, DKS with 7, 4 Not Found with 6, again with placement only was able to capitalize in this match, as AST was with 5, Gen with 2, Sinister with 1, FRW with 1, and 4AB unfortunately missed, I think, up one match. So unfortunately, it's not going to be able to take any points in this tournament so far. So we can see match number 1 has been completed. This is Angry with 20 total points with the chicken dinner. But now it's Guild with 23 total points. And the upcoming match is going to be Sanhok. Match number 3 is going to be a table turner map. Definitely a lot of kills will go down in the Sanhok, smallest map here, 4x4. And I think teams will be really excited to play that map. Let's see what the strategies are from all these different teams. As we go for a short break, get all of these players lined up for match number 3. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, welcome back. We are now about to witness match number three in this Spring League here. This is Mythical Esports bringing you a production, but it's going to be Asteria Esports that have organized the Spring League. What a performance we have witnessed so far from the couple of teams that have won. Team Angry was able to take the first match chicken dinner, and then it was Guild who were able to take the Miramar chicken dinner, one of the hardest maps actually for most of these teams. So yeah, they'll definitely feel happy with their performance because they jumped up to the first place already. And now, will they be able to move their momentum from the Miramar match into this Sanhok match? We will find out in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. The first plane path of the one and only Sanhok match is going to come in from Tambang area. It's going to move just north of Lakau. It's going to end there. So it's pretty even split here. It's I think it's safe to say it's gonna actually take a bit of the southern side. Yeah, bring it towards southern side a bit. The northern side not going to be much accessible, but of course it's Sanhok. So I think off the plane path, all of the teams will be able to reach either end of the map with a lot of ease here, because even off the late parachute as well, as we can see already on the left hand side of the screen, just off the jump, they're able to take all that space here. But right now, actually, boot camp, the hot drop, we have Sinister is going to be in a spot of bother. They're going to take two players gone down here, and it's going to be a 10v. He's going to try and do something here in this position. We'll be able to take a couple of knocks, bring the advantage back to Sinister. It looks like Universal has done that for them right now. They has taken one elimination so far. So let's see what they will be able to do. It's going to be a couple of teams here in a boot camp area. So we can see a 10B waiting patiently here, but right now there's one player on top, and he might get knocked out here in this position. Actually survives just long enough. And it's actually going to be Universal that's going to come in for the rush really late. So 10V is going to take the support. And we can see a knock actually coming in. And it looks like 10V is actually going to take advantage of this. And he's able to get the knock. So this is actually a really good place here. 10V taking the advantage back. Sinisters, they're actually on top right now. And Froze Wolves, they have come towards this bootcamp area. And now they're down to the last player standing here, Lunto. Will he be able to take a 1v3 scenario actually? He's able to take the revive here, but not able to complete that second knockout there. But yeah, Froze Wolves, they have lost all of their momentum, and it's going to be a bit difficult here now. Let's see what they'll be able to do. Now we come over to Paradise Resort, one of the other hot drops here in this Sanhok match. It's usually all about Paradise and a boot camp here in Sanhok. But when you're in an esports team, you don't really expect it to be like that way. But still, it is like that way in this Asteria Spring League. We can see the rush coming in from Universal. DBS FPP switches to the M416. Will he be able to get those final eliminations here of FW? He is 1 HP, literally no health left. He's going to take the healing right now. I think Universal should hear that he's taken the first aid, and I think he does. And he waited and waited and waited too long. The His teammate unfortunately bled out for way too long. Frozen Wolves, they are going to be eliminated from this Sanhok match. Unfortunately, taking an early exit. I think they were also taking an early exit in the Miramar match. So this is not good. This is a table turn match, because we can see TRF, they are going to take two knocks with the nades here. Shinra, he's going to take two knocks. And what a clutch is brought down to two man all of a sudden. And now Clutcher is going to take a reply back. Bet is going to come in for the rush as well. So look at that. Just the advantage that TRF were able to gain in seconds was lost in the next couple of seconds. So this is really interesting. So it's just going to be a 2v2 scenario as well for now. Actually, no, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be Jove. It's going to be the last player standing here, and he's going to get eliminated. So it looks like the advantage that they got really did not pay off in the end. That nade, unfortunately, was just a dent in the in the fight there actually. And right now it looks like extreme of violence. It looks like they are down to some extreme violence against Guild there, we can see. But right now this is MONASPA. They are the last player standing, which is really unfortunate. They had a decent Miramar match as well. They would have liked to keep the momentum in the Sanhok match. But right now the rush is coming, but it's not going to be enough. He is actually going to take the knockout here. And I think, yeah, for feed, he is going to get the res, and it's not going to be much of a disadvantage there. However, I think they lost a couple of players, if I'm not mistaken, if I didn't see right. So look at that already. We are down to the last 13 teams, and it's 44 remaining, and Stage 1 zone hasn't even fully closed yet. So this is going to be a really quick match, according to my thinking. But it's so far going to be Guild Esports. It's going to come from this side. They will definitely try and take some third parties. Right now, we can see Asteria Esports on the south side of Paradise Resort. They are depending on the last place standing here, Clutcher. And I think, yeah, I think Norway is also going to be one of the final men here. So it's a 2v2 man scenario that actually for Asteria Esports. They're a lot less serious than I thought, but we can see uh, Pali here from Shock Zone EU. He's going to take some bullets actually towards this 404 squad, and the Jeep is actually going to blow up. So now they are left with no mode of transportation. They are playing the edge-to-edge zone because they do have only two players standing in this position. So 4-4. They are not really keen on last zone survival. If there's only one player left for the team, it's more than enough. But right now we can see Guild Esports. They have come for a rush towards Asteria Esports. And look at that. They have taken eliminations against the hosts. And it is going to be a spike with some eliminations, but unfortunately, the man with the momentum, three eliminations is going to be gone too soon here. But right now, Afterlife is going to take some fights against this side. Al Sunset T3 is going to get knocked out here. Afterlife kind of struggling right now. They have only the last player standing, Legend Double G Double Nine. It's going to be the last player standing that has to take a fight against the SW. Look at that flick shot with the AUG 4 scope. What a beautiful play that was. And he realizes that there are enemies coming in from the behind as well. So he has to finish this fight really quickly. He has at least take a couple of eliminations here. But it looks like SW is going to be in another disadvantage right now. We can see they are down to a last two players standing. We can see Asia Mix actually they will join in this fight as well. So this area is actually going to be really difficult, I think. Asia Mix are coming in. We can see Team Angry, they're going to come in from that other side. So SW going to be a bit sandwiched here, and looks like the nades will come in from all the sides here. But it looks like the fight is going to go between Team Angry and SW. We saw this fight happening in Erangel, and we saw Team Angry. They were able to get the best of that match, but unfortunately, looks like in this position, SW do have the advantage here because the support player is kind of far away. I think if these teammates were able to take two players apart, look at that. It's eye for eye trade here right now. Another player from SW goes knocked, and Angry MLK, he is going to try and do something here. I think he's able to take another knock here. And this is now Casino. He's going to be looking for those eliminations here as well. And look at that. SW. He's not going to take the revive of Race here actually. Flex is actually going to get knocked out yet again. I think the revive was done, and I think he got knocked again. So it looks like SW, they're going to be in kind of a tough position here. Look at that. Vic from Asia Mix here is going to take some eliminations with the grenade, and look at that. Right now it's down to the last player standing, and Vic just absolutely going crazy with the grenade eliminations, gonna eliminate SW in this position. They are back in the lobby. We might see some more table shifting happening here, but it looks like SW, they are in a bit of trouble here, considering that this is the third match. They are going to be eliminated too soon. But yeah, it's now down to the last 9 teams remaining. And look at that Guild Esports Spike. He's going to take some shots in with the AUG. Was able to get the knock off from the buggy. It's Elementrix, I think, with the last player standing here. Unfortunately, it's not going to be that good of a scenario for them. Team Sleepy here. He's actually going to be the last player standing from Team Angry here, if I'm not mistaken. Going to be the last player standing, and it looks like Elementrix is going to be eliminated. Yeah, Team Angry is actually relying on Sleepy here for the last. Actually, I think some points here, maybe in terms of placement. Maybe if he could snag a couple of kills, won't be that bad either. But I think all of these teams are very well experienced, so I don't think that that will be in the top of his mind right now. He might just look to stay as long as he can without being spotted by this guild team here that is rolling up towards him very, very slowly. So if he is to keep his position, there's definitely that's something that he will be able to do in these next couple of matches. Now we can see, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. The zone is going to shift towards the quarry side. It's going to keep Cave still in check. So Bootcamp, Pioneer, and Barn area, they're going to be all outside of the zone. So it's not going to give them any advantage whatsoever. And look at that, teams already starting to converge. Uh, in the quarry side, we can see some action happening, will happen there as well. But it looks like a very decent zone here. Quarry and cave. I think they're going to be the two separations here, because cave located really on top of a mountain here. The height difference between quarry and cave is really, really big. So it's yeah, I think it's going to be exciting to see what all of these teams will do in terms of their strategy in this Sanhok match. Now, if we go to Shop Zone EU, they are down a player, and one player is still on the verge of being eliminated. And look at that, the elimination does come out. So for Shop Zone EU, it's going to be a 2v2, and look at that. What a beautiful nade that was. He was able to take the elimination there. And I think KODIAQ, they are up to 5 eliminations total. So yeah, this is actually a good strategy from KODIAQ. They're able to take eliminations, and why not snag some eliminations of Unity, since they have only a last uh, two-man roster still in their lineup. Will they be able to take some kills, or will they be eliminated, not being able to do much? Let's definitely see, because right now, uh, I think this is the Drunk Knights here. They will try and take the elimination of the moving buggy, but it looks like he has the DBS in the hand. Will he be able to do something? No. Tex NHTHS is going to take the elimination. And unfortunately, in that position, it is going to be Tex with the momentum. They're actually gaining most of the momentum in this area. But as we can see, Guild Esports, they're up to 7 eliminations already. We can see the player with the momentum for them as well. He's going to unfortunately have to spectate the match from this point onwards, because yeah, it's really unfortunate that he had to get eliminated too soon. Would have been a really nice match to play if all 4 teams were remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, we have stage 3 closing in about 20 to 22 seconds right now. You can see that, yeah, actually, Dark Knights, they're not in a bad position at all. They want to try and snag some kills here. We can see Tex, he's gonna actually stay as quiet as possible. But we can see that the compound there, south of Quarry and south of actually the new zone, is going to be a lot compacted here. We can see Quarry is going to be a part of the zone. So that's definitely going to be interesting. See what all of these teams in Quarry will be able to do. But so far, to do that, they have to rotate in towards the zone, and it looks like Guild, they will do that before anything else gets wrong here. I think the revive of the teammate is going to come, and then I think that the rotation will happen. and it looks like nades are going to fly in even more. And we can see Janod. He's going to get knocked out here actually. And we can see that so far it's going to be this side drunk knights here. Actually, they are not drunk knights here. It's actually going to be Guild who's going to take some eliminations here. They have unfortunately lost the only player. So right now they are in a three-man roster. It's going to actually take some fight from them because they do have the momentum from the previous Miramar match that they have yet to unleash here in this Sanhok match, which is one of the smaller maps. But right now, Sinister as well, they are going to actually try and take some eliminations because right now their grenades are not seeming to connect here. Because it looks like here from afar, we have a couple of teams actually spectating the fight that's happening right now. We can see 404 not found. They are going to come towards this side and also see what's happening here right now. It looks like an absolute kill fest here in this Sanhok match because we're down. Sorry guys, the internet just cut out there. Might be signs of something else that's about to happen. But yeah, let's leave it for now. So far, no technical issues. But we can see Quarry has actually taken the next two compounds here. They have two compounds here as the final zone. So let's see what will happen here. Because right now we can see the grenade actually going down this side. It's gonna be actually a fight against Sinister. And last player standing here, Universal. He's gonna try and take some advantage. Looks like the advice is here: go into zone, go away from this fight, because you can take some placement point by staying actually put inside the zone. But speaking about right now, uh, would have definitely would have liked to get some eliminations there. But right now we can see the shots are fired off at him, and look at that. The teammates are there to reply back, and yeah, it looks like they are able to actually show what they are going to be made of here in this final zone. And it looks like a guild they're going to go towards the Scottish side, which is not what I was hoping teams would do. They could have avoided those fights here, but we can see that DKS Drunk Knights here, they are going to be dealing with the last player standing, and it looks like so. The Snatcher Season 13 from 404 is going to get eliminated as soon as possible. And we can see Quarry, his circle is just shifting. It's gonna hurt so much for all of these players that are outside the zone. Just take a week for example here. First aid kit down to the wire. He was able to uh, actually he was able to make it into the zone. But right now we can see Drunken Knights, unfortunately, in this area, they have to move towards the zone. It's not going to be inside the zone. And it looks like we can see Vic, he's trying to aim for a heal battle here as well. But I don't think that there is going to be anyone like in front of him, except for some players in a buggy or solo guy. So I don't think he'll be able to face much of an issue. But we can see Guild, unfortunately, Fault, Triple Four will get eliminated here. And yeah, AK Nomas here, SHZ is going to be eliminated from this day day number one here. Match number two is going to be actually match number three is going to be Sanhok on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the last three teams with 5 players remaining. Look at that. Guild with 11, Amix with 7, SIN with 5, and now it's down to the last three teams available. And look at that, it's down to the last two teams available. It's going to be Guild and Sinister, who unfortunately I don't think had a really nice start to the match here because yeah, I think it wasn't Sinister. It was Guild actually that won the previous match. So about to say Sinister won the previous match. No, it was not. It was actually a Guild that won the previous match. And right now we can see some rush fight happening. He's gonna jump off the wall with the S12K. He's gonna get knocked out here. But I don't think that Guild will lose out on the momentum that they have so far. Ladies and gentlemen, the rush is coming in. And look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, Guild Esports are your champions welcome back. So we just witnessed an absolute wonderful Sanhok match here. Back-to-back wins by Guild here. So let's see, will they take this like what do you call it? Momentum. Yeah, will they take this momentum and go on to take this Erangel match here? So yeah, it's definitely a question that will be asked because right now we can see the starting of plane path has gone from Primorsk area. It's going towards the Milta power side. So yeah, it's going to be mostly southern. It's not going to access the northern region at all, and it looks like that it won't be able to reach here. We can see Zaki Severny side as well. Won't be able to reach from the early parachute as well. So they'll definitely have to try and rotate using vehicles here, but I don't think that's necessary because all of these teams definitely they will have some designated drop location that they do have for this specific plane path here. But right now we can see that most of the teams have actually taken vehicles. We can see some teams actually opting to jump towards the road side. We can see Gatka Road might have some eliminations there as well. We can see Asia Mix, a couple of the teams here, they are able to take some vehicles, but I think that they are moving towards the Primorsk area. So it's not going to be that much of rotation that they need to go. But look at that, the first circle presenting itself, and the southern plane path here not supporting that one bit at all. So we'll see mostly rotations happening in this match. So right now we can see Severny shooting range, Rosok and School, maybe even Pochinki right now. We can see a team in Pochinki. So we might actually see some fighting happening in the said spaces. But so far, is the first zone is actually going to give the teams a huge disadvantage to begin, especially for the teams in the military base island here. We can see already two teams they are currently in the island. We can see one is in a military base and one is in Novo side. So they will have to rotate really early if they do not want to lose too much advantage that the zone will just keep on taking away from them. Right. So now we have a couple of teams also in the Ferry side. This is Unity Esports. They will try and get looted up. They are coming towards the 12 house region as well. This is Storm actually trying to scout out the region. And we can see that one player actually is there in the 6 houses. So yeah, I think Storm is going to try and you know uh, go back to his teammates and tell that there is a couple of players that are in the 6 houses. So right now we can see Shop Zone, EU, Savage. I don't think he made any noise there, but I think that would have heard something or would have seen something for them to actually take a rotation and go back. Or if not, I think any other player would have stopped to loot there, but not in this case. But yeah, talking about the zone, it's actually going to be really interesting to see what these teams will rotate and do. Because right now we can see some fighting going on with Frozen Wolves. And I can see a rush coming in right now. The camp, unfortunately, it looks like Muslim here from Frozen Wolves. They are not looking too good here. They have one player knocked out. And yeah, Muslim unfortunately was able to camp that stack case perfectly, but not able to take the S12K shots perfectly right now. It looks like he's in a bit of a disadvantage. He connects now. Look at that beautiful shots here. But the S12K is out of bullets and the elimination. Muslim, I think the third party support was able to come from this side. And yeah, unfortunately, he's going to get taken down. The SWK shots, if they did connect first up, it would have cost him a lot of advantage actually because unfortunately he missed those shots and couldn't take the final elimination that was needed there. Was got caught to the third party, but right now we can see Gatka area is still outside of the zone. We can see that on the other side as well, Generation of Miracles, they are unfortunately down to the last player standing. And look at that, Asteria Esports. They are going to be fighting against this team over here, FRW. They get eliminated for the third time in a row. So yeah, it's actually a pretty serious position that they have to consider their strategy. But right now we can see Asteria Esports, they were able to eliminate 404, and right now the advantage is with them. So 404, they have unfortunately not been able to take advantage of the previous few matches because actually their strategy, I'm assuming, is to survive as much as possible here, even though you are the last player standing. But right now we can see KODIAQ in the Milta side. You can see that they do have full man roster remaining. So right now, will we be able to see a fight against TRF Hell Legends, which do have full roster remaining? Right now we can see Shinra actually trying to take some knockouts here, but is not able to. He is yeah, right now with M416 S12K, so he is ready for the push. If there is going to be one coming from that side, we can see Afterlife now, Yasnaya Polyana's side. Will they be able to convert? Because right now I think Afterlife they are 14th overall, so this is not really too good for them. They definitely want some points in this Asteria Spring League day number 1. And we can see that we are now witnessing match number 4. It is going to be Elementrix now. He's going to start a fight here against UN Close. He is going to take the elimination. And right now, we can see Asia Mix. They are going to start their rotation in towards the zone. And Close, unfortunately, is going to be taken out here. And yeah, let's see what does happen here. Right now, Unity Esports, they will have to move without Close, actually. So yeah, it's going to be a rotation that they'll have to take right now. They're going to actually take it, and we can see Unity. They are going to pull up on towards Asteria Esports here. Will we see some fighting happening here? It doesn't look like it. They're going to actually rotate around and try and avoid the fight as much as possible. Actually, so yeah, let's see what they will be able to do. Now we have, I think, Drunk Knights here in the south of 70, holding one of those compounds there. And it's actually going to be, where does the zone shift? Will it go up north even further? It looks like that, but I think shooting range will not come into play in the next few circles. Maybe I could be 100% wrong in this situation, but it doesn't look like that. So right now it's going to be the eastern side of Severny, western side of Stalber, that open area with a lot of high ground might just be the final zone here. Let's see what has happened, whether my predictions are correct. Right now we can see Asteria Esports still outside of the zone. They are unfortunately going to be eliminated by Asia Mix, who is going to take a 1v3 Evo station. It's going to take 3 eliminations. And look at that, we can see Cobra. He is going to crash his plane. He's going to sustain fall damage. So this is not good right now, having 2 teammates knocked out for no reason. This is just the chance that any team needs to actually, pounce and actually take some eliminations here. But yeah, right now we can see MONASPA, they are trying to fight with the people that came and took their property first. It looks like that, but right now we can see another knock going to come out here, another knock. And ladies and gentlemen, it's down to the last player remaining, and it's actually the west side here, that sorry, the southeastern side warehouse, that that we can see right now. So we can see DKS, which is I think Death Knights here. They are able to take down. Unfortunately, they were not able to take down. They are, I think, SNP, if I'm not mistaken, SNY. They were able to take the eliminations there without a problem here. So very well played. to them. They will definitely try and keep up yeah, as I was saying, they'll actually try and keep up with the rotation and try and snag some couple of points here. We can see a secret way. They also do have, I think, strategy implemented. They have taken the Severny side, which I think really smart here. So they will not have to move towards the zone in really, really big shifts because you can see that. Yeah, I think if you come to Severny and you keep placing zones north, the team that is going to be on 7 is going to have a lot of advantage. Yeah, right now we can see Team Angry Casino. They've taken this gas station area and they will want to actually repeat their first match heroics in this fourth match right now. Repeat Erangel. Will they be able to win this match or not? That is definitely a question that needs to be answered. 20 kill chicken in a straight up, followed by two absolutely brilliant performances here. Let's see what is going to go down here in this final Erangel match of day one in this Asteria Spring League, ladies and gentlemen. On whatever channel you're watching right now, please do make sure to like and subscribe, and get the live chat going. Maybe we'll see if the producers will be able to conversate with you and give you all a really 100% enjoyable time. So we can see that Asteria Spring League day number one is looking like a tournament, and all of these teams definitely doing decent work here to try and be able to actually take some fights here. Actually, now I think Team Angry, they are quite spread out a bit. So let's see what they will be able to do. Still zero eliminations for them actually. So they will have to try and start to take some more eliminations from now, considering that there are actually 42 enemies remaining. We can see TRF Hell Legends, they have their eyes on a couple of people here, and I think that some damage will go off SYRE here, Sire, I think. If you pronounce it correctly, I think it's Sire, but it definitely, I think I'm butchering the pronouncing, but we can see so far the zone has gone towards the open area, as I mentioned, Severny Stolber, just in between that on the eastern side of uh, the map here. That high ground still in play, but not as much as the open ground that we might witness here right now. I think that warehouse might just be a winning factor here in this zone, but I don't think these teams will need that. It looks like that they are going to try their level best to try and defend their positions. And yeah, let's see. Shop Zone EU. Now you can see that they want to try and take some eliminations, but right now Asia Mix is preventing them from doing so. And this is Asia Mix trying to take angle from this side, and unfortunately he's gonna get shot up quite a bit here from this side. So yeah, I think the Pubg unfortunately gonna be really damaged here, and let's see what will happen. Actually, they're not that much damaged. You can see that Flex in his Pagani, I think, is really damaged. So yeah, let's see what he will be able to do. Maybe he got knocked off the Sorry guys, my video keeps freezing for some reason. But let's try and see what's happening on this side. We can see this compound actually getting really popular amongst Team Angry here next we see. And it looks like Team Angry, they are going to try and do something here. This is Milk actually disconnected right now. Not really sure what is happening. But Sleepy is going to try and do something here. We can see the revive is going to come out as well. Will he be able to take another knock? No, he's not able to take another knock. He's not. So right now I think Extreme Violence Clan, they will think that they have gotten a really nice play here. But it's actually going to be really difficult to see, because right now I think the support player is going to give shots off. Will he be able to do a 1v4 in this position? I highly doubt so. But let's see what is actually in store for us. So now we can see Secret Ways. They have gone towards this gas station, I think. And yeah, I think that they are going to be quite comfortable here. Not going to be that bad of a position to hold. We can see now, unfortunately, one player is going to get knocked out here. And yeah, so total there are up to 2 eliminations. So, but right now we can see the zone that has shifted very, very open area. It's going to be even more open area actually. It's going to be more open area. Would you believe that? So yeah, I think teams with vehicles that explode and give permanent cover might actually be what teams are thinking right now, because definitely looks like that is what should need that's what it should happen. But let's see what happens right now. We can see Asia Mix keeping the pressure on every single side. But yeah, so far he stopped at that compound. This is a chance. VIC, will he be able to do it? I think he backs out here just because he can't make out where that this player is from this team here. But we can see after life, they will go towards this zone, and look at that. He takes some eliminations with the F1 car, and he is able to complete it graciously. And now we can see Shop Zone EU. They will want to try and take some decent points in this match as well. We can see that that fight was absolutely intense there. DBS against one of the best teams in the world right now. And I think that yeah, RLX, they have definitely something to do here. But yeah, let's see now. Asia Mix, they will try and do something here in this position, because they do have some height advantage, but it's not going to be like that for very long, because it's going to be the shift in the zone that might take away their advantage right now. Stage 4 is closing, and it looks like it's going to be 20 seconds left here. And yeah, it's going to actually take all of those out of the zone. They are going to have to converge into zone as fast as possible, unless, of course, Guild Esports, the team that got 2 back-to-back chicken dinners, unfortunately, relying on the hope of the final play here. He gets a knock there with a beautiful spray with the M416, and look at that zone. It is going to be UN, actually, Unity Esports, that is going to have most of the advantage, because they have captured the edge of the zone with the compound that they are currently at. So we can see that from the western side of the zone, there might be teams rotating in from that side, but it's not going to be as valuable here. We can see that SW Esports, they are still lying in prone and waiting here for someone to do an absolutely horrid mistake, because right now that's all what teams can rely on here, shooting each other and letting teams make mistakes, which is definitely what they will try and do right now. We can see Guild Esports, they have 3 players in this place right now, so it's not going to be very a good scenario for them actually, and it's going to be a Shub Drop EU that will try and take him down. Unfortunately, there's not. And yeah, let's see now what is happening with the secret way. It is unfortunately really difficult for them to take vehicles, but I think that they will want to do that here in just a minute. We can see Shop Zone EU. They will want to try and get to these eliminations. So far, it will help them out a lot, but no, it's not. He's going to get run over as well. But yeah, it is going to be absolute thriller of a match right now. But we can see we are now in the 21st minute of the game. We can see 6 teams still remain, and there's actually going to be 5 teams remain now after that 1v2, beautiful 1v2 there by Storm. But yeah, right now we can see that the circle has shifted up towards the north. So we can see some fighting happening in the north, but I think that they will hope that they will be able to capitalize on this match. But we can now see that right, sorry again, guys, for the technical difficulties. But so far we have Guild, who has survived for so long. The decent point flow is coming from this side, so it's going to be advantageous to them to finish actually 5th place. But right now we can see the last 4 teams, ladies and gentlemen, standing for this Asteria Spring League day number 1. And look at that, they will have to come out of the zone eventually, because they have to try and take fight with the enemies as long as they don't get chip damage. But we can see that one player has been knocked out, and look at that, Unity is just taken down in just a matter of seconds. But now it's down to SHZ to take away their game. Right now we can see that Kato is actually trying to do something here, but he is unfortunately not being able to read uh, so. But yeah, it's going to be actually really intense. But it's not going to be. He's going to be the last player standing, because Sinister, they, I'm pretty sure, had
actually be really interesting to see who actually comes out on top if the Miramar is going to be like that. But yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what does happen. But yeah, so far, if you have been enjoying the stream, leave like, subscribe, and comment uh, in the live chat to get the conversation going amongst friends. And yeah, we'll be right back with the Erangel, sorry, the Miramar final match for you guys.
just the internet absolutely uh, dog water in Sri Lanka right now. But yeah, we have the Miramar match, the final match underway, and looks like the same thing is gonna happen in this side as well. Impala side, the drop clash is gonna be against Secret Way and I think Unity Esports. Yeah, it was against Unity Esports. So close 777 has been eliminated yet again, and it's going to be Unity Esports that is not going to have the advantage or the upper hand in this fight. And I think the previous Miramar was also the same way. So SW, they are definitely going to be victors here in this Impala side. Might be just like that. Might be just like what the previous Miramar had in store. But right now, we talk about Los Leones. There are going to be some players on that side as well. We can see, yeah, so far I think two teams have dropped towards that side and they're taking a fight against each other. And it looks like, yeah, Dark Knights here. Dark Knights, they will actually be taking a fight against these players here from actually we're moving to now we can see some fighting happening in San Martin also. We can see Guild Esports, they're going to take down 404 and yeah, we just saw some brilliant gameplay there. They're able to take 4 eliminations so far, snagged 2 each for their teammates here. Wagner and Spike was able to get some eliminations as well. So yeah, now we're going back over towards the fight that's happening in Impala. It's going to be SW and Unity Esports that are going head to head. Now we can see that another player from Unity has been taken down. We can see the flex with an angle there and takes down Storm. And right now, Teacher IGL is going to be the last player standing here. He has no resources whatsoever. He's on his last bit of HP. So right now, I think his only hope in trying to win the fight, he has to take the revive of his friend. But I don't think he knows that there is a current revive happening right now. If he waits until it finishes, it might just be too late there. But right now we can see uh, in the Los Leones side, this is Drunk Knights here. They will take one elimination so far, but unfortunately, they have lost 2 players to their name. Fan, they are unfortunately not the best aim that we have seen so far. Just was only able to take a couple of damage. There's definitely a knock there, but right now we can see Tex. He will have to try and do something here. Maybe take some shots down here. Fan is going to try and move his position actually. He's going to try and rotate around, try and do something here. But right now we can see Tex actually he throws a nade, but he has going to be his position is going to be made. And look at that from above. This is Afterlife choosing the high ground here, and unfortunately Tex, there's nothing he can do about that. The elimination is going to come. And Fan is going to be the last player standing for Drunk Knights here. So very, very unfortunate position here. But he's going to be the last player standing. It looks like it's going to be like that for a while. This building is kind of in zone. So yeah, it's definitely going to split the Los Leones city into 2. And yeah, as we can see, I think that Afterlife, they won't be in any hurry to move actually from this side. So yeah, let's see what does happen. So far, stage 1 is going to come to an end in about 45 seconds. We can see all these teams are rotating in towards the zone. It looks like the zone is going to be very southern here. I wasn't able to see the first zone, but yeah, actually the first zone, yeah, we can see all the teams going towards the southern side. All the teams actually favoring the northern side. We can see so much rotations happening, but so far the first circle has actually gone way south here.
just like we saw in the previous match, we can see Monte and La Direla still in the zone, but this is like way more south than that. This is on the south western side of the map. It's just full southwestern. It goes more southwestern there. The zone shifted way more south there. It's going to be La Direla still. We can see Valdemar. They will come into play. The southern island actually might still be in the zone if I'm not mistaken. But let's see what will happen right now. So many out of circle fights here. Still, TRF Hell Legends, they are still going to be outside the zone. Rush is coming towards Rex here. He's going to try and do something with the UMP. Not able to connect. And the elimination will come. And unfortunately, they are down to a two-man roster here very early. And that's not what they need in a minimum match. In a minimum match, you kind of need all four of your players to try and work together and synergize as a team. But that's not gonna be what uh, TRF is going to be able to do here right now. We can see the last two players. They are going to try and hold a position here outside the zone. And that health is just taking away. It's just so dangerous. And right now we can see the rush is going to come. Bubby with the knock. He's going to be able to take a knock. And we can see shifting away from the fight there. You can see something happening here as well. And I think, yeah, it looks like, yeah, TRF, unfortunately, it's going to be down to the last place standing. And yeah, just gonna throw a nade there, see what damage it can do. It looks like a good one, but it's not gonna do much. Another nade is gonna be thrown here. Let's see what it does now. Will he be able to do something here? But I don't think so. It looks like the knock is going to be revived here right now. The players from the other side as well, it looks like the nade is not going to do much damage because right now we can see a player also pushing from that side, and it looks like the player that rotated from that side will take the final elimination. TRF eliminated. We're now down to the top 13 teams here with 40 remaining. And now this is Extreme Violence Clan. They do have no eliminations actually. They are going to exit the match. Wow, it's a lot of eliminations happening here. And it looks like, yeah, the final match here, Miramar, is just going to go by really quickly, as fast as possible. Right now, actually, KODIAQ, they have 3 eliminations to their name. They're actually going to take a position inside the zone. But the stage 2 zone is going to be more southern than that. So they're going to move with the zone. And I think it's just one straight road for them into the zone. So they are not going to have to take any fights. If they do have to, it would kind of be lethal because taking a fight on that road might just be probably a really bad play, because that road, it does not give you any benefits, because everything on the left hand side of the road, if you go down that road towards the zone, is just very high ground, and then you have sort of flat plain ridges and then extreme high ground on the right hand side of the road. So that's not going to be what you want to you know try and be a part of here. Just actually rotate in the zone. Don't try and take any unnecessary fights. Take a solid position. And I think that's what most of these teams will try and do here. Right now, Guild Esports, the team that got a chicken dinner back-to-back, they were able to convert their momentum, and look at that, how it has played for them. The Hash 1 position team with 61 points, and they're adding to that here with 5 eliminations so far. Yeah, just absolute amazing performance. They are the only team with the most amount of points right now, but we'll see what does happen. And we can see Asteria Esports, the organizers of this Asteria Spring League. They are actually going to be in a struggle with points here. 17 points in 4 matches so far. Let's see if they can turn this into a big game here. And now, yeah, they're gonna hold actually the church area, so that's actually not a bad position to hold, but they might have to move, considering that the zone is not going to stay there for very long. And we can see Secret Way from Impala side. They are actually going to use the bottom road here, actually go really south rotation. It's a very long rotation actually from Impala to where they currently are right now. And we can see Asia Mix, they are also trying to do the same kind of rotation. So we might see Secret Ways and Asia Mix actually take a fight here. So let's see what will happen. The road is going to lead towards that side. And now we can see the zone. He's going to shift towards Minas Rival side. So this is actually going to be all high ground. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. It's going to be the brown areas, the dark brown areas, just plain high ground. It is it's actually really big dips here because the only places that is not high ground is the roads that run between it. Actually, Minas Rival side is high ground. That compound there can be a very decent position for a team. And yeah, literally zip lines can be used to cross. We can see another zip line here where Sinister is right now. So yeah, that's actually how high the rocks goes. Actually, look at that. That is why the terrain is dark brown, ladies and gentlemen, because of the immense high ground that this area possesses. And Sinister, unfortunately, is not going to be able to capture it first up. You can see that KODIAQ, they will actually try and capture it in this time as well. But 20 from KODIAQ, he's going to get knocked out here. And it's going to be a very bad start for them. The guild, they are going to be the receivers of the rush from KODIAQ, but they are well prepared with the momentum. They had 5 eliminations. Now they're up to, I think, 7 or 6. Yeah, I think it's 6. They were able to get 1 elimination. But yeah, just absolutely dominating performance right now from Guild. They are able to take an elimination there. So that brings them up to the total elimination point 6 here. We can see KODIAQ, they will try and fight back, but it's going to be a third party here in this position, which is really unfortunate. Not what they wanted at all. Right now it's down to KODIAQ fan 20. He's going to try and do the rush here. And look at that S2K shot to the face, headshot, no problem. Guild Esports is going to take 9 eliminations. KODIAQ is eliminated from this Miramar match. And now we are going towards Asia Mix. We can see, I told you, they might move and find themselves with secret ways here. It looks like Elementrix, he's going to try and chase towards that side. You can see now the final play remaining for Secret Way. It's going to be a Mookie 44. He's going to try and do something here. The buggy, he's going to try and move towards actually. It's actually a really bold play here with the DBS trying to do something. The high to low ground ratio is just too much. And the high ground will always win in this scenario here. And SW is going to be eliminated. We're down to the last 9 teams here in this Miramar map. And it's going to be 28 alive. It's going to be really difficult to farm kills because everyone will just be in a span of like 300 to 400 meters from each other. We'll have to wait a bit until the zone shifts and actually compresses these teams together, which will be in about 28 seconds from now. You can see Generation of Miracles, which is right now struggling with one player knocked out. There's 2-man roster right now, and the player with the momentum here, Void, will have to try and do something here. Unfortunately, I think they have left their teammate for good, which is, yeah, pretty unfortunate there. But so far we can see the zone is going to shift towards the Valdemar side. So the city is going to be the final circle here. It's not many times that I've seen a final circle like this, but yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. I've seen a couple of end games in this circle, and it always never fails to actually give us an amazing match because Valdemar is on the bottom of a mountain and the rest around it is just high ground and or otherwise water. So it's actually going to be either high ground or low ground for all of these teams. We can see they are converging towards the zone here, maybe try to get a position in the city. But right now we can see Afterlife, they are going to take a fight here, and that's a beautiful nade straight up by Afterlife. And there's unfortunately going to end their hopes. Sinister with the beautiful nade, and Afterlife, they are going to be the team that is eliminated. So yeah, we're down to the last 8 teams here in this position with 23 remaining. Let's see what has happened from this side. We can see MONASPA. They are also in search of the kills right now. They've lost one player already. One player actually getting the elimination, so they have momentum in terms of that. But look at this right now, Sinister. They have actually kills for all 3 players that are still standing. Look at the amount of shots coming off towards this last player from Drunk Knights, DK Fan. He is unfortunately not going to be able to yeah, complete the match so far. He was able to get, I think, 1 placement point there and a couple of eliminations. But other than that, Rob lost Leones. He came towards this side, not able to capitalize. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, look at that top 7 teams right now, 20 remaining. And it looks like Asteria Esports wants a piece of the Hash 1 team right now. And look at that switch kill. What a play that was. Guild Esports. They have definitely come out with a plan, with a strategy. It's just to use the skill and dominate everyone in this lobby. They don't care who it is, even if it's against the host. They were able to eliminate them. And look at that, they're up to 14 points so far. Just in eliminations, they're absolutely dominating this. Will they be able to get a chicken dinner in this Miramar match as well? It looks like they are planning to do so as well. This is right now Team Angry who got the first chicken dinner here. They are in search of some eliminations as well. Only one so far for them. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 teams remain so far. Let's see what will happen as they pull up on towards the Guild Esports. Looks like everyone just wants to get killed by Guild here. But let's see whether Team Angry can make the difference here. Looks like they can. Aspect with the clutch knock here. We'll see some support coming in, and the support is actually going to get a knock here. So Guild Esports, they are going to now take the advantage here because right now they do have high ground, and yeah, it looks like Team Angry, they will have to do something here because the knock player here will definitely cause some problems. Right now, the support player is actually doing some wonders here. It's playing how a support should be playing, and they are just giving a Guild Esports such a beautiful chance in actually taking these fights here. And right now, we can see another support player down there, but unfortunately, I don't think it's not going to be a good position for him because considering the height advantage that Guild Esports have, it looks like yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be much of an advantage if he actually stays there. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen, the nade is just going everywhere. And yeah, Guild Esports, I think they were able to get a knock there. Guild, another player was able to take another knock. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, Guild Esports, they are fighting 2 teams consecutively. This is absolutely brilliant, dominant play from them. And the zone is actually going to shrink right now, and it looks like they have to start moving towards the zone as well. So pressure towards all the teams right now, and this is really dominating from Team Guild. It looks like Team Angry will back out here. Look at that. Yeah, Team Angry is going to back out. And yeah, Guild Esports is making teams back out at this stage. 15 defeats so far for them. They will also want to try and get towards the zone here, which is going to be forward, I think. Or actually towards the right as well. They can take some more high ground maybe. But it doesn't look like that. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at where the zone is. It's just all mountain right now. No more of the city. But I think that Team Guild, they just want to finish these fights off as soon as possible. And look at that. I think that nade will do some damage here. Not so much. The staircase, maybe? No? This is going to be nades and nades and nades. So far, right now, it's going to be Guild Esports with 16 eliminations so far. If they do win, it's going to be a really amazing match that we are watching right now. But yeah, I think the last player from MONASPA, he's going to actually make a dash for it. towards another place of zone. He is like, yeah, pressured so much from Guild. He is going to actually take some pressure off of him right now. And look at that, all four players still alive for Guild Esports. They are not going to back down off this fight whatsoever. And it looks like they will have an advantage here going in towards the zone. Ladies and gentlemen, four teams still remain. And yeah, right now it's actually going to be a bit of an intense match, ladies and gentlemen. Just as I said, really intense right now. Generation of Miracles. They have two players remaining still, and I think it's going to be Guild's game because it looks like they have 46% chance of winning. Sinisters with a 31 percentage chance. MNSP with 6% and 19% for Gen, and that's going to be the it for NSP. I think it's MONASPA. They are going to be eliminated from this match right now, and it's going to be the last three teams, ladies and gentlemen. Guild, Sinisters, and Gen will who will take the winner in the chicken dinner. It looks like it's going to be Guild's game, but I could be wrong here. And now the nades and the smokes will come in handy here because it is the last circle, and it's going to be just straight up mountain. So yeah, it's going to be actually rush out in the open or use your smokes and your utilities to give you the advantage here in this position. We can see another player getting knocked out here. Generation of Miracles struggling right now. Player getting knocked out. We can see the last player standing. 0-6 here. Will he be able to survive for any longer? The Molotov is going to come towards this area and it's going to be very short here. So they do have a chance of taking the revive. No, it's not going to be. 0-6 is going to get eliminated. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the final two teams. Sinister and Guild, who will go head to head in the final Miramar map of day one. Look at this. Now, it's going to be a 4v2? It's going to be a 4v2, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Guild. See, yeah, it looks like one player got the knock there. Unfortunately, he's going to get knocked out as well. So now it's the last player standing, Cross Sinisters. He's going to get shot up through the smokes. And ladies and gentlemen, Guild have taken the third Miramar Chicken Dinner. So absolutely dominating performance by them today. And yeah, just taking 94 points in 5 matches is something absolutely crazy. So yeah, amazing performances so far. So ladies and gentlemen, it's Asteria Esports presenting to you the Spring League, and it's a grand finals actually. So I think we have had 5 matches today, and I'm not actually really sure how many days these things are going, but we'll definitely have more matches coming to you. I think tomorrow, and if there's another day, maybe day after as well. So yeah, we can see Spring League. It's been amazing watching the domination so far happening in day number one. Guild Sports definitely have some advantage that can be used in the coming days. And I don't think it will be really easy to beat Guild Sports in the lead that they have taken. But it's definitely a game, PUBG Mobile, as the saying goes, anything can happen. So we'll see what happens in the next 2 days. But so far, it's been me, Josh, on the casting desk. Previously, you heard Shadex, but unfortunately, he has some technical issues. I think a power cut has come across his region. But yeah, it's been me, Josh, on the casting desk. It's been a pleasure casting this Spring League with you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, have a good rest of your day. We will join you in the next time. See you when we see you. Yeah, guys. See you guys.